Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to another exciting edition of Innovation in a Changing World with me, your host, Mrs. Inman. All right, so today you'll see that it's lesson 11. Actually, we'll be doing lesson 12, and tomorrow we'll do lesson 11, okay? You need your mentor text, a pencil, a highlighter, and of course some Post-it notes. So go ahead and grab those things, and let's get started. Our focus today for lesson 12 is I will be able to use affixes and roots to define unfamiliar words. Go ahead and turn to page 18. We're going to do our first read. I want you to circle difficult or unfamiliar words, and I also want you to focus on looking for the following words: inquisitive, radiation, impure. Let's get started. Deepika Karup, The Quest for Clean Water by Priya Bhaskaran. Every year when Deepika Karup was growing up, she and her family traveled from their home in the United States to visit relatives in India. While there, her parents would remind her to drink only water that had been boiled or that came in plastic bottles. Deepika wondered why her parents always insisted on this. Then she noticed the long lines of people waiting to fill buckets from the local water tap. She also saw children filling bottles with dirty water from nearby streams. These sights made Deepika realize that not everyone had the same access to clean water that she had. Deepika, a naturally inquisitive student, decided to do some research about water access. She soon learned that access to clean water is one of today's biggest problems. Approximately 780 million people worldwide lacked potable or safe drinking water. Deepika felt this was unacceptable. She believed that everyone should have access to potable water. In 2012, at the age of 14, she decided to find a solution to the potable water problem herself. Deepika sought to develop a water purification system that was not only safe, but also easy and inexpensive, so it could be used by people in poorer areas. At the time, the most popular ways to clean water were either to add chemicals or to use a process called SODIS, solar water disinfection. Deepika decided to follow the second model since chemicals can have harmful side effects. In SODIS, unclean water is exposed to sunlight for 6 to 8 hours. The radiation from the sunlight destroys the dangerous organisms in the water. Deepika soon learned that SODIS had one big drawback. It was very slow. If there were clouds blocking the sun, the process could take 2 days. She did research and learned about a similar process called photocatalytic SODIS. In this process, substances known as photocatalysts, such as titanium oxide, are spread inside containers that contain unclean water. The photocatalysts react to sunlight and create new substances called oxidants. These oxidants clean impure water more quickly than sunlight alone does. If you take a look at the pictures here, you can see at the bottom that people are waiting in line for water in southern India. That's how they get their water. And then you can see Deepika up in your top right working on her water purification system. All right, on page 18, did you circle the word inquisitive? If not, please do so. And then I also want you to highlight the phrase, do some research. That's some text evidence that will help us break down what inquisitive means. So inquisit is to ask questions. And the IVE or IV means tending to. So when you put those together, you get inquisitive, which means to tend to ask questions. Go ahead and write that down if you need to. On page 19, we found the word radiation. Did you find that too? Go ahead and circle it if you did not. And then I also highlighted sunlight. So radiate is to give off heat or energy. Okay, and the ION is the act of. So when you put radiate and ion together to get radiation, it's the act of giving off heat or energy. And then again on page 19, we also found the word impure. Okay, let's break impure down. The im means not, and the pure means clean. So when you put them together, they mean not clean. So it's talking about the not clean water. Okay, so here I've added two charts, one with roots and the other with affixes. Let's talk about the roots. A root word is a basic simple word. Add root words together to make a compound word. So the example I have is handshake. Another example would be sidewalk. Two root words combined together for a compound word. So the chart has a root, the meaning, and an example. So let's break that down. You've got techno. And we've talked about some of these before in some past lessons. So techno means art, skill, a method, or a system. An example would be technique, which is the way of doing something. Photo means light. So when you talk about photography, it means the process of using light to make an image. Sense is to detect the presence of something. So the word sensitive is our example, and it means easily affected by something. If you're sensitive to sunlight, I know I am, I get burned. Okay, and then you've got act. It means the process of doing something. And then if you put action, the process of doing something for a purpose. All right, take a look at the affixes now. An affix is a word part that can be added to a root word to change its basic meaning. So your affix here is trans. It means beyond, across, through. So in our example, we've got transfer, move from one place to another. I'm sure that if we talked about it, we could come up with a whole bunch of affixes here. We've got logi, which means the study of. So here, our example is geology, which is the study of the earth. Now we've got ive, I-V-E or iv, tending to, which we had, inquisitive. Here the example is active, quick in physical movement. And then our last affix is ick, related to or characterized by. So we've got scenic, having a pleasant view of natural features. All right. Guess what? It's your turn. So turn to page 21. Look at paragraph 8. Okay. What is the meaning of reactions in paragraph 8? Now, focus on the root word act. And then I want you to make sure you circle the word reactions. And then let's break it down and see if we can get the meaning. So pause right here, and we will come back and go over it. All right, welcome back. So on page 21, we've got reactions. So, react, shun. Okay, so the re here means again, kind of like redo. I'm going to do it again. Reaction, okay? Act, of course, is a process of doing, okay? And the ION means the act of or the state of. So when you throw those all together and combine to get reaction, it's a process that causes a change to happen over time, or over again, over again. So the reaction of the photocatalyst here, it means it's something that's going to happen over and over again. There's going to be a reaction when they use the photocatalytic sodas. Did you get it? If you need to write down the how I broke it down, please do that. You may have to pause. All right. So are you able to use affixes and roots to define unfamiliar words? 4, 3, a 2, or a 1. Make a little note for yourself to remember where you're at in your mentor text. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again tomorrow.